Hello, welcome to your Wednesday Oracle reading with Chrysalis Invictus. I'm so happy to have you here. As always, we have 3 different piles for you to choose from, so you can make your selection from your intuition. The timestamps will be in the description box below, and we will jump right into it. Pile number 1, a little bit of shadow reading for your Wednesday. Let's take a look at what you have here. You have Colorless Angel, number 10. Okay, I'm hearing something about a basement. This came up before. I feel like something about a basement came up in a reading before. But this is something that is... It's locked. It's something that you've buried. It's something that needs to be uncovered. You need to metaphorically or physically go into the basement and find that random box, that random thing, something that you've been procrastinating on is only going to keep weighing on you more heavily as time goes on. So this is really a call to address that. With the number 10, I'm feeling like this has a very... completion-like energy to it. So this is sort of the thing that needs to be done, and then other pieces of the puzzle will start to fit together. So whatever you have sort of on your mind, whatever needs more follow-through or is missing a piece, the piece that's missing is in this task that you've been procrastinating on or avoiding. So this could be making a phone call. This could be doing some paperwork. This could be a discussion that needs to be had between you and another person. Just like closing things up in some cases. I'm going to take a look at the book for any additional messages for you. So use your intuition to discern what is for you and what isn't. So this is the first quarter moon, and these cards come with different stages of grief. So this is the stage of denial. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? There's this feeling of procrastination. You're like denying that this thing is there. You're blocking it out as if it's not there, and it could be something that is quite large, and fair enough. You know, I don't judge for procrastinating. I'm a procrastinator myself, or avoiding, but you cannot avoid that it's there. These are also things where you hide under, you hide under the blanket from the monster, and you know rationally that doesn't make it go away. So maybe if that helps you to understand what this might be. So it says, it is better not to feel rather than feeling pain. Okay, yeah, so this is avoidance. Denial. These messages are really weird, so get into it. I love it. Apathy is the crowned king of nothingness and the shining queen of whatever. Okay. We can be Siegfried, the dragon-slaying hero, but not when he slays the dragon, nor when he is betrayed and dies, but when he is simply doing nothing. We can be Michael the archangel while he waits bored and motionless, and St. George surprised in a moment of stillness and nothingness. All the strong rivers can become a swamp when they reach the plains, and the most yummy food can become gummy after a couple of hours unattended on a table. There is a lot of darkness when we make the habit of going gray. We numb our senses with a fog of delays, and then we just get indifferent to the fog herself. I'm here, we whispered, and if, by a very tiny chance, someone notices and replies and asks, who's there? We become shy and we stay silent a little bit more. You cannot be saved unless you face the dragon, and the dragon hurts. Of course it does. I love these cards. Okay, I'm just going to put that out there. I absolutely love these cards. Some of the messages are very strange, but I think that one was very straightforward. I'm going to get you some doors today. Let's take a look at some doors. So we have offerings. This is your door. More like a threshold to a Buddha. So a movement into a sacred space. And I really feel like this is what happens. Whatever you are holding back, and it may not even seem sacred or spiritual in nature, but it is holding something you consider sacred hostage. And it says offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows, share more than expected, and see love come around. That's beautiful. So there's a call for generosity here. And here is your second door, which is just a bunch of thresholds, a passage, a hallway. And look, there are no obstacles. And there is only white light. And that is what is ahead of you. And it says a moment's joy. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. So joy and offerings. On the other side of this pain or whatever it is that you're avoiding. So that's your message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. I also offer yoga classes, yoga and meditation classes, so that will be down there. And thank you for joining. Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at your dark mirror card. I won't cry for you. Number 22. Okay, pile number 2. There is someone in your life who really plays on your good nature. Or this could be you. This could be that you are looking for pity or seeking pity today. What is in the energy is someone is looking for pity. So you can decide whether that's you or not if you have that level of self-awareness. But this is about taking responsibility for yourself. How radically things can change when you take responsibility for yourself. And in the same, if it's not you, this other person, if you're feeling guilty, if you're feeling, you want to set this boundary, but then you feel bad, just remember that it could serve them better for you not to pity them, for you to give them the opportunity to take responsibility for themselves. I do feel like there's somewhat iffy communication happening today, some sort of uncomfortable, sticky kind of communication happening today, and there could be some tears. This could also be something that you see online, seeing someone write something that is emotionally manipulative and just feeling really fed up with it. I'm just getting that, I won't cry for you. So this is the 3rd quarter moon, and this grief stage. So each of these cards comes with a stage of grief, and let me tell you, the messages can be kind of wild. So I don't know what we're in for here. I'm really excited. I loved the last one. So the stage of grief here is acceptance. So this is you moving into a stage with this person where, so if it's yourself, it's moving into a stage of accepting no longer asking other people to accept or take responsibility for how you're feeling, or vice versa. So not doing that for other people. Sometimes when it's over, closure must be created, not just found. Yeah, and there's this like feeling like you have to communicate, like you cannot avoid this. This is not a day that will let you avoid. You have to confront this kind of thing. Otherwise, it'll just get ickier. So I gave you my last gift. I shed my last tear for you. It's a time not to let you free, but to let myself free. Breaking up can only be done by two persons. One will do it earlier, maybe, but sooner or later the other will follow. One can afford to do it with words and actions. The other probably will only be able to do it inside their own heart. It's painful, it's definite, it's hard. It's sometimes necessary. Breaking up is not just letting go of a person. You are letting go of a part of yourself, of hopes and dreams and trusts. You let go of feelings and memories. You let go of the emptiness you felt and the connection you relied on. Anger will help at the beginning, but the last part of the road can't be done with just anger. Closure comes when you dry up your tears. It is a gorgeous moment when you allow yourself to frankly don't give a damn about it. All that was past is not a credit or a debt. It is suddenly no more than a gift. You can raise your chin. After all, tomorrow is another day. Well, I love how heavily they borrowed from Gone with the Wind. I love Clark Gable. If you love Clark Gable, shout out in the comments. I love him. Okay, here's your first door. It flew out. Yeah. There's beauty in the rust. There's beauty in this worn kind of thing. You know, however long this has been going on, you can recognize that there's both. And so this could be that maybe today isn't the day that this is happening, but today it may be very prominent in your thoughts or in your energy, in your heart. And it says deeper. You are not finished. You are not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is to come. Hold on. Hold on. So this is also a message. If this is a romantic message for you and you're feeling like it's really hard to let this person go, a reminder that you are not yet done. This is not the last person ever for you. And deeper and deeper. Yeah, that there's still some grief in here. There's still some things that need that acceptance. So maybe there's still some anger. And just walking away. And if that person is not able to receive this message, so sometimes there are people who do not, you're not going to get the growth or response or the reasonable response. And it's just about being able to walk away without having the last word. And here's your other card. And it says palmistry. Fortune and tarot, collective destiny. The palm lines from birth tell your sacred palmistry. Listen to the notes of your intuition. Yeah, you already know. You already know, and you've known that this person had to go, or this part of yourself had to go. All right, so I'm going to leave you there. Pile number 2, thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below, as well as links to my yoga and meditation classes. So we will see you soon. Bye. And pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at your dark mirror oracle card for today. So we have Gilded Regret. Ooh, okay. There's a buried, this is card number 5, by the way. So stepping into a place of a little bit of chaos in this buried emotions. I feel like there's something that you claim to regret that you don't actually regret, but you feel like you have to say that you regret it. And this could be an interaction with a certain person, a kind of relationship, or a decision that you made that maybe you thought made you look bad, so you act as if you regret it. But if you were to actually look inside yourself, I don't think you do. I think that you made it because some part of you told you that that was an experience you needed to have. That was a person that you needed to be with. And it hurt. I'm going to take a look at the book and see what other messages there are for you. These cards are really interesting and really wild, like the messages. So some of them can be really wild. So I'm excited to see what this says. And the moon phase is waning crescent. And the grief stage, so each card comes with a stage of grief. The grief stage is bargain. I feel like living in the past. Please give me 5 more minutes to linger. Yeah, this is like indulging in a memory of someone, or indulging in someone that you feel like you should regret, or experiences that you feel like you should regret, but you don't. There's still a crown you're placing on this. I don't want to use the word toxic too freely, but it could be something that was just not great for you. And this can also be reflecting back on addictions. It can be reflecting back on habits that weren't great for you, but that you somehow glamorize in your mind. So, on the extreme level, we might be looking at addictions, eating disorders, that kind of thing, and looking back on, or promiscuity, that kind of thing, risky behavior where you were, you really weren't making healthy choices for yourself, but you're looking back on that as if it were something glamorous or thrilling. And that perspective can be dangerous. So just be aware of that. And it says, memories are like floating underwater, safe, warm, and murky, yet they held the scent of death. This is lingering on things that are past. The cage of our memories is the most gilded, lingering to the past, savoring crumbs and flashes, hints and ifs. But is our sword, however is our shield. We follow the river against the currents to a sea of maybes. We cannot say life is here now. We just say life was here. Okay, so if you find yourself talking a lot about what you used to do, how you used to be, ask yourself, why are you not saying that in the present? And there may be a lot of, good reasons, but there could be a lot of things that we can just sort of move through that are excuses. So just taking note of that today. And when you say, oh, I used to be fun, or something like that, what would make you not fun now? You are perfectly capable of being fun if you were fun before. Maybe just the definition of fun has changed. We just say, okay, so that even when our future builds day by day, we still look backwards to memories and possibilities, options we missed, things we lost, changes we fled. It is like staying in the twilight of conscience, to the blessed state of those 5 minutes between the time the alarm rings when you actually have to wake up. Like little kids, between the time mom calls and the time we need to wake up and run. But those 5 minutes are taking up too much time. They are the drain of our energies or our opportunities of our future. And ifs are now gone. Whatever has been already. All right, so that's your reminder today if you find yourself rolling backwards. And I understand, when we have trauma, it's not just a matter of like get over it or get out of that space, but we can try to bring some awareness to what our repetitive memories or thoughts are and try and take away the crown that we're placing on them. All right, so your first door is really a portal, a big, wide open, airy portal. There is so little between you and liberation from these memories. And it says, a distant kiss in a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you are here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. I feel like this is actually, it could be memories of past loves that are actually holding you back from a new love. That you're lingering on this old relationship and there's a new one waiting if you can just let go of the old. And Jude's song, it says, a reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. Yeah, something you would not expect is waiting on the other side of this door. So much blue. Maybe sing your truth. Put on some music and let that move through you and move through those past memories. That's what I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. Have a lovely day and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.